Welcome to the Afters uncut bonus content, no pause, for our best friends behind the paywall. This week, we're fucking around and getting silly with Jimmy and Larry, the goddamn motherfucking boys. Only available on
www.throwingfits.com.
Lawrence, this was a big episode, not just in like guest stature, but it went to places I wasn't expecting it to go.
I was thinking just in terms of our personal history with Fergenstein.
That too.
Yeah.
Before we get into breaking down on our brand new weekly mini app.
Brand new.
Let's get to a fit check.
We should say this. What the audience did not catch, so we have to say, is that for about 10 minutes, Ferg asked each of us to ID nearly everything that we are wearing.
Yes. And then for about 5 minutes after that, he played a Luther Vandross song.
But we have that. We have that recorded.
Okay,
I don't know if Robbie will put that in when we clip out your intro, love.
Oh yeah.
He said, what did he say? Black Thought, Juicy J,
Wyclef Jean, the almost president or prime minister of Haiti.
Yeah.
Might I add?
He mentioned somebody else, but then he was like, and you.
Yeah. And Yams, right? Didn't Yams kind of introduce Trap Lord?
Yeah, I guess maybe it was Yams. Damn, good company.
Yeah. ASAP Jams. Okay, but yes, it was crazy that why don't we, as we're doing the fit check, we can identify whether something that you're wearing was
Ferg ID.
Ferg approved and Ferg curious.
Do you think that, so him being a Ferg curious, is that like a cosign, or is that just his love of clothes and his curiosity?
Well, I was setting up the video camera when he was kind of asking about your shit, so I don't really know how in depth it went with you, but I think we'll just go.
Okay, why don't you start?
All right, I'm wearing Our Legacy Clove sneakers. Ferg did ask about them.
Ferg ID.
But he was just like, what are those? Who makes those? And I was like, Oligache. He's like, what? I'm like, oh yeah, Our Legacy. He's like, all right, cool. The socks are Bomba socks. The shorts are Colbo in-house line. And that legit, he's like, yo, where can I get that?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I'm going to write that down, Colbo.
And we got the tote as the billboard.
He goes, y'all the fashion bros, you know everything. And then he's like, I was like, yeah, but like, he's like, they should be paying you.
Oh, right.
He's like, look, you got it for free. Yeah. Flow team, friend, shout out Tall and Eldar, but the homies. But now you have ASAP Ferg, one of the fucking, goats.
One of the flyest motherfuckers alive.
Yeah. Harlem fashion ambassador.
Harlem world.
Asking about it, being like writing down Colbo.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's literally, Awake. It's like across the street from Awake. Angelo and Hugo are in there all the fucking time. And you're like, and they have coffee and matcha.
I don't, no, what is he? Wheatgrass? No, seaweed shots. What does he do?
Juice shots.
That holistic health shit. I know, like, a lot of times, like, I am justifiably criticized for my terrible health in general and my habits. But like when he starts talking about like structured water and like all these shots, I'm like, I am out of my element. I'm just trying to hang, but I'm like, this is not for me.
He was legit though, like, yo, like I need to get me a pair of those. So shout out Colbo.
Oh yeah,
catching
right. Sorry,
Fergie's
got
eye.
off track.
The shirt, which unfortunately he did not ask for ID on, is Throwing Fits original cut and sew summer 2024 shirt. By the time you're listening to this, it's fall, but it is August 15th. It is hot as a motherfucker outside.
It sucks outside so bad.
The hat is Utility Materials. He did not ask about this, but gas.
But you know who did ask about it? Me.
That's true.
The other week.
Purchased this off the the unknown homie,
the sweaty homie from the Gex show,
the sweaty ass motherfucker outside the Magician and the Gex show. Copped it off the strength of his dome.
Off the strength.
And yeah, hopefully by this point we've worn it and shouted out enough that he's made some money. The bracelet, which he did ask about, Jill Sonder, and then he like asked if he could he didn't try it on.
He wanted to feel the weight.
Because I was like, yo, it's not going to fit on your fucking brolic wrist, bro.
He's so yoked, dude.
He looks like he's just made out of like Legos.
He had to another thing about Fergus, he took 1 million selfie fit pics with us, which I appreciate as a volume shooter. I love a fellow fit pic perfectionist. But he had to like maneuver me because he is just too giant and I was like getting totally fucking blown out, dude.
He was definitely like in the early Ferg days, like Trap Lord, Always Strive and Prosper. He was kind of a bit like doughy,
thicker.
Bit like baby fat, maybe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so much about where Ferg has been in the past, and we were there for a little bit of it, versus where he is now. It's like the maturity is, honestly, it's fucking beautiful to see.
Yeah.
He's like grown up, and I think that's why his fans love him so much, and they are so endeared to him, is because you've seen him literally grow up in front of our eyes. It's crazy.
Yeah. The ring is Bottega Veneta. The sunglasses, which I'm glad he didn't talk about how one arm is broken. Vintage Versace. Sipping. Oh, the panties are Hanes boxers. I got to figure out a different way to like ask rappers if they're wearing panties.
No, but we've talked about this before. That's the joke.
Yeah, but I think it maybe doesn't like
Land.
It sets an awkward vibe. Sometimes you say, I'm not wearing panties. It's like, no. I mean draws.
Yeah, draws. I got to come in with a little ebonics for our guest, dude. Yeah, it's never. I don't think it's ever landed. Denzel, I guess, kind of thought it was funny, or like it set him up to dunk on us, which is what we're doing.
Yeah.
But anyway,
whatever. We're just the gay little podcasters in every rapper's eyes. Nalgene of Lower East Side's finest had a DP earlier. Shout out my girl Addison Rae for, I guess, again, that was the song of the summer. We are now fully in fall.
Wait, is it? Was it? Excuse me, was it?
Yes. Song of late summer.
Okay.
Come on.
I haven't listened to it yet.
Are you, bro?
Besides whatever, just like seeing clips or people using it.
You do outro music for the afters?
No. Because it goes on YouTube. Well, actually, honestly, I don't know. I really don't know.
Addison Rae Diet Pepsi was a banger.
Is a banger. Whatever.
Was a banger when it came out 4 weeks ago.
She's cute. Shout her out. Whatever.
Okay, that's not even what it's about, bro. Fucking Mel Ottenberg on the creative direction.
I thought it was about sharing Diet Pepsi while she sits in my lap, or what is she? What is it?
It's while she like loses her virginity in the backseat.
Okay, I'm not trying to take any virginities.
It's like I don't like Coke. I like Diet Pepsi. Haha.
How much does she get paid to name that song? That
I don't. So she's been a Diet Pepsi evangelist for a minute,
like you.
Yeah, like she just tweets like I love Diet Pepsi, and then it's like a can of Diet Pepsi like basically like in her crotch.
Imagine being so famous you can just do that.
I'm sure she has some back end thing with Diet Pepsi. I mean, it's not like Kendall Jenner fucking ending
racism,
brutality, and racism with the Pepsi. But yeah, shout out Diet Pepsi. They own, or Pepsi owns fucking Baja Blast, the homies.
Oh, true.
I'm obviously a Diet Pepsi man until I fucking till I Pepsi me in the ground. Pep Cemetery.
Yeah,
but,
that's what you can get if you give us money. More money, PepsiCo.
Yeah, exactly. Ferg on the pod. Fits like Mecca. I was kind of nervous.
Really?
That. Yeah, a little bit.
But it's such an it's an easier rhythm to then interpolate versus maybe some other, if you were doing it with another rapper or song even.
No, because he does hum do Allah. That's 4. Fits like Mecca. That's 5.
What is your favorite Ferg song? I know mine.
So I've been running it back on the Ferg best of and just kind of his like most popular shit for the most part. Well, okay, what's yours?
It's the hood pop.
Yeah.
It's for me, it's that and we'll talk a little Rocky versus Ferg because we're behind the paywall and he's out of the building, so we can do that. Because I think they still are friends, right? That whole Ferg not having ASAP, like I don't know what it's like this thing. You grow up, you're your own artist, right? You don't need to be
though. He posted something today.
Oh, word to Flacco Jody. He said there was more. Word to Flacco Jody. There weren't even 22 people in Wu-Tang Clan.
I don't even think Wu-Tang had 22 members. LMAO.
Yeah.
But he doesn't dispute this Grand Wizard chat buddy, a meme account that I used to follow I'd still follow it, but it is vehemently pro-Trump. But still kind of, good. Like, it's not like Hoodville.
Right.
Or like Hood News, but, it's pretty good. It's no Daquan.
It's a Drake diss to ASAP or something, right? That people thought was about 21 Savage, but it's actually about the members, how many members are on ASAP. I don't know. Fucking whatever. Who gives a shit? Yeah, for me, it's Hood Pub. That first tape, and that's how, with Rocky too. It's like that's for me my favorite Rocky project. The first one,
Hood Pope.
My favorite Ferg song is Hood Pope.
Yeah,
and my favorite Ferg project is always going to be the debut, and then that's also how I feel about Rocky.
Okay,
yeah, the debut project.
Can I, before getting to Ferg, give a maybe scandalous Rocky take?
Yeah, sure.
I don't think Fashion Killa is that bad of a song. I don't think Fashion Killa is that bad of a song.
Damn, dude, that's
my pistol go boop boop.
Dude, that's a laughable take. That song sucks.
Well, okay, but have you when was the last time you listened to it? That's the
not long
easiest-
enough ago.
That's the easiest. Like, oh, that song fucking sucks. Like, fucking Rocky soft, bro. That song is actually kind of catchy. She wear my endamula mista. Yo, it's just a fun little plot. That's all it is.
What's most notable about Fashion Killa is that Riri is like the video girl, and obviously now that's his baby mom.
Yeah.
But
my pistol go.
I'm pretty public about how Rocky the guy, awesome. Rocky the musical artist, doggy shit. Outside of that first tape, and then
well, you know what? Let's get through the. Let me just name my favorite Ferg song, and then we can do your fit check, and then we'll get into it. Okay. I'll go on. It changes, but right now it's got to be. I think Shabba Ranks. Shabba. Sometimes the Busta Rhymes remix.
Oh right, yeah. Wait, isn't there? Who else is on that remix? Is it or is this wasn't there like a they did like a posse cut?
It was like an unofficial remix, yeah.
Yeah, or something.
Shabba Ranks is on the remix.
Yeah, there you go.
Shabba.
That song's so good, dude. And like that was funny too, where I kind of caught him about like I'm like, yeah, dude.
Migos is on it, and Busta Rhymes.
That is a crazy lineup, dude.
Yeah.
But no, like
I love Busta anytime he busts out the patois.
But I do love him on Lamborghini High, which I know is a posse cut, and from Cozy Tapes, I believe, which Ferg shouts out, the Yams Mastermind project. But yeah, I mean, we'll talk about all of his bangers, and he's underrated, dude.
Absolutely. Okay, what's your fit check?
All right, so I'm wearing. This is so funny because Ferg asked me to ID. He goes, ID the boots, which is mad funny because we made the meme where it's like, these are the white guy, like Tim's yard. Like these are the
dead ass, my B.
Yeah, these are dead ass. These are the 3 High Lug Souls. They are an End collab
with Timberland.
Yeah, with Timberland. An End clothing collab. The socks, which you did not ask about, are Threadies.
Well, yeah, I just saw him pointing at me like, yo, what are
well,
those?
he said, what are the boots?
What are those?
And that's what kind of threw me because I'm like, well, wouldn't call these boots whatever, but. Yeah, I was like, he was pointing down, and I was like, oh, please validate the fucking scrunch.
He didn't.
Slouch. And he did not.
Yeah.
Shocker.
No mo.
The jorts, which you did ask about, are bare knuckles. Fucking shout out the boys. The tee, sadly, he did not ask about. This is in our Legacy Workshop Throwing Fits collab. The hat is Austria. Ferg did not ask for an ID. The shades were Prada. He did not ask for the ID. Rolly on the wrist, wedding ring on the fingy, wifey on the pinky, chrome on the other hand, Supreme Hanes on my cock and balls, Fuji apple pear, Celsius peppermint 6 milli zins, and a hydro flask full of Green Point's finest.
All right, Lawrence, this came up. This question occurred to me. I was pre-aftering the afters just during like the week of Ferg. It was really hard to like, if there's a huge pod on the horizon, it's really hard to focus on like anything else. And we recorded the Toro y Moi episode this week as well.
So many pods this week.
Yeah. And I was like, fuck, like it's really hard to focus on with like Ferg being one of, honestly, like
a personal favorite of the
rapper
show.
I go to time and time again, just go back to.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly the bangers, not necessarily like the deep cuts.
I think that's why he fucks with us. He knows we fucking love him. Dude.
Yeah. But the question I had is, does Ferg have more bangers than Rocky?
Yes. 100. For Rocky, okay, bangers meaning like singles, right? Like the big songs.
Songs you just like songs you don't go to an album and you play the album. You like search the song and you play the song.
Yeah, for Rocky, I go. What is the first tape? Whatever, the Clamps Casino. Basically on every beat. I love that. That's a modern classic. Then
so I think my favorite Rocky song. You were asking me. I think right now it might be Bass.
Bass like that. Yes, thank you. We fucking
starts
agree.
with. No. It starts with fucking ASAP Bloody.
Oh no, Bloody Loco.
Bloody Loco.
Yeah. Who I don't believe maybe he was one of the 22 guys that were ASAP affiliated for Grand Wizard or whatever the fuck.
Bloody Loco.
No, Bass is a banger.
So recognize that shit.
Lord Pretty Flacco Jody with Young Gleesh doing the Gleesh walk famously in the video.
Okay.
That's good. I like Goldie in terms of like
Goldie's good. Peso's good.
No, Peso's on that first tape. Peso's the best Rocky song.
Oh, sorry. I'm talking about just singles.
Yeah. So for me,
Fashion Killa.
Nope. I'm gonna say
fucking Problems. Come on, bro.
It is a Rocky song. You're right.
Why can't you just like something just because it's popular doesn't mean it's bad?
I'm Kendrick Lamar, a.k.a. a Benz is to me just a car. Stop. All right, it's pretty good. I got cans on. Yeah.
Here comes the hook.
So stupid.
My pistol go. What's wrong with it?
My penis go.
It's his 5th most popular song.
Duh. All right. What are the 5 most popular? And I'll say if they're good or bad. Number 1, Spotify.
Well, so these aren't ranked by numbers. I honestly don't know how they pick these. First one is Sundress. Bad.
What?
Second one, I Smoked Away My Brain.
No.
I don't even know what this is. Oh,
We
with
can't-
clams. Number 3, this is a great fucking song. Praise the Lord.
Oh.
Featuring Big Smoke.
Yeah, you're right. But that's a fucking Skepta song. No, it's not. It's a Rocky
no, it's
song.
on Testing,
Damn.
the Crash Test Dummy.
You're right.
album.
That is good. Fuck.
Yeah.
Maybe I've been hating too hard. All right.
I think you have been. Number 4, Every Day, featuring Rod Stewart, Miguel, and Mark Ronson.
No.
Honestly, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Rod Stewart kind of fucking throws down. Then we have Fashion Killa. How many streams do you think Fashion Killa has?
5 billion.
277 million. Every Day has 700 million. Praise the Lord has 1.3 billion.
I mean, that song is awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck. God damn it. All right. Publicly, I'd like to apologize to Rakeem Myers, known to the public as ASAP Rocky.
yeah, Purple Swag, obviously.
Great.
Trilla. Leaf with Main Attractions.
Oh my
song's
God.
great.
I forgot about them.
Fucking
Yo,
great.
Main Attractions. When we met Rocky and Yams, when we tell the story a million times, maybe we'll get into it again for the millionth and one time. They left Main Attractions in the SUV downstairs. They didn't bring them up.
I thought it was Clams, no?
No, it was Main Attractions,
Oh,
bro.
damn.
They just
Are you sure it was
fucking.
Clams?
I'm positive, bro.
Damn.
It was Main Attractions, and they're like, oh yeah, we just left them in the SUV.
I've been kind of recently just throwing on Clams Casino instrumentals when I'm like biking.
Dude,
Like
Cloud
it's
Rap.
great like summer at dusk. It's like the Twirling Moi Hollywood song.
Oh yeah,
Just that era of like kind of like late 2010s is like, perfect for just like biking or driving at dusk.
here's a perk that we never talk about, and we talked about the industry screeners, big perk. But when we have a musical guest on and they're doing like a junket, we're part of a junket for a new project. The fact that we get these records earlier, and this week they're 2 for 2. The Toro record is awesome, dude. I fucking love it. And the Ferg record, like we're biased because he's our guy, and even though he didn't accept the compliment of being called the kindest rapper, in fact he rejected it.
Yeah.
So there's some bias there. It's a fucking good ass fucking album, dude.
It's a great project. I don't know if I'll be banging it in my ears. If necessarily when I want to get like pumped up, if I want to hear the story about, getting, well, I guess I can't say anything. I can't say anything.
Prezi plain Jane. It's not that.
Suck a body dick or something.
That shit was mad funny.
Oh my God, bro.
How he was like, this is like positive motivation. But it's like, I guess, yeah, if you need to tell your boss to fuck off.
It's kind of sick just seeing him like rap a fire bar that he's known for. Just like
we got a
saying
private show.
Yeah, exactly.
I felt like a sheikh whose kid was turning 16.
Yeah. But yeah, he didn't really take to the what we thought was a compliment. I was being
Dude.
and not just a compliment because it's genuine. We actually think it's like, yo, we think you're like the kindest musician we've ever met.
Yeah.
Except for like, I guess Chaz. Chaz is like kindest rapper we've ever met.
I would I think I said, or like when we were talking about this ahead of time doing our prep, it's like definitely the kindest rapper. Because normally, and not that other rappers like, yo, shout out to Boy, Mine, Denzel was awesome. Like we've had some great rappers, but Ferg, and we told that story about how he recognized us later, like, and maybe we're just being biased because of that moment amongst many other things that make us biased. But like, I really think that kindness is the right word. He's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
Like
He also like that Louis Vuitton story, which I think we talked about in Paris. It's like he could have very easily just like, fuck off, loser.
Yeah.
Or like, you're just a fan. Like, okay, fan service. What up? But
Yeah.
he was like, oh, don't worry, bro. Like, it's my bad. I didn't mean to fucking do you like that. He actually, and then he like,
yeah.
And then I wanted to be like, do I mention Fashion Rose or do I just fucking go back to my first row seat, but on the outskirts of the show?
Is this him taking kindness as weakness, kind of in a way, like to use the idiom? Because he was not. I thought we were gonna get like a good response. He was not into it.
I don't want to be known as that.
See, and that's why I wrote this down. And maybe this is the people pleaser in me, whatever. I think there's if people are like, yo, your reputation, the one thing that everyone says about you is that you are a kind person. I think that what is better than that?
No, I
Funny?
think I would love to be known as kind. I hope I can be known. I'm definitely not known as kind.
You said it.
I think Yeah, I think maybe I have like an inner kindness, but maybe like my words aren't kind.
You're not great at expressing your how you feel.
No, I'm not great at expressing maybe like super well,
Is that the Irish or Japanese or the
no, it's not about
combo?
it's not well, I am bad at expressing how I feel, but that's not what I'm trying to say. I think it's more like there's different ways to express kindness.
Yeah. Oh, totally. This is you're talking
Right.
about the love languages, basically. Love, kindness, whatever. How people.
No. I mean, you could
Yeah.
be like, you can just give like, oh my God, Lawrence, you look so great today. How are you doing?
Those are
How's
words.
Jenna?
So those are words of affirmation.
Okay. You could, hold the door open for you.
That is an act of service.
Okay. You could spend quality time together.
That's called quality time. And
I could give you gifts.
That's
After
gift
nothing.
giving. What do you think?
I could touch you.
Physical touch. Dude, I advise all couples. I know it sounds like fucking, it's like, it almost sounds like holistic medicine, but it's holistic medicine for the heart and soul. Look into the love languages. It is the best thing that you will ever do with your partner. Take it from me. Here's a game.
Hasn't there been a backlash to kind of like just the because that was very much a fad of like relationship therapy and like pop therapy.
It's very much based in Christian values, like explicitly. And I think that people have like been able to separate them, but like I think that will always be a thing that people hold against the love languages. I don't know about a backlash. Here's what I want to ask you, right?
Yeah.
We're talking about being known as kind of whatever. The Jimmy and Larry characters, but also versions of ourselves that are based in reality. What do you think is the thing the audience associates with you the most?
The audience?
Yeah, like the listeners. What do you think? Like, so if it's
the
not
vocal audience or the
no, well, we'll say the majority because if it, like what we're saying with Ferg and kindness or how like what do you think the audience thinks about us?
Probably, about us or about me?
Well, I'm asking you to say about you, and then I'll go with me.
What do I think the audience thinks about me? Probably like negativity, fucking holier than thou-ness. Probably, I think some people they're like, and we've. It's funny we've talked about this that we've gotten this week where it's like, whoa, you guys are actually like, smart.
I was going to say for you, I would think that the audience would be like, he's intelligent, whether or not they agree with you. I think that's what you project.
Oh well, that's not what they say or what I read,
dude. Or
what I just get written at me,
dude. This new thing where we are on calls with people. And they're like, oh shit, like you guys aren't stupid is like so fucking offensive. And I'm wondering if this is a prison of our own design.
I actually like it. I'm like, yeah, motherfucker. You know what? You fell into our trap. We are the court jesters that are actually holding up a mirror to society.
Whoa,
bro.
Dude. Well, when you put it like that.
We're like, you know what? You know what? Yeah. Look, you're actually the fucking stupid one, dummy.
A very smart person who is very respected. And I'm not going to say their name because we are going to work with them on the thing. The fact that I don't want to say their gender, this person like literally wouldn't let it go to the point where I was like legit, like, okay. Like in my mind, I'm like, yeah, like this is fucking offensive.
But I actually took that as a thing of respect where I'm just like, yeah, like we craft these personas to, and kind of like this voice and this image where it's like, yeah, okay. Cause smartness, intelligence, it's intimidating, right? It's like, not necessarily academic cerebral thinking or like interactivity isn't like meant for everyone. It can turn a lot of people off. I don't want to fucking like my entertainment. I don't necessarily want it to make me think all the time.
No, that's what honestly entertainment should make you think. Should not.
Oh, so what about
I think I'm talking about escapism. Well, I don't know. I mean, what about
the books you read?
Book?
Yeah, exactly. So to me, I'm like, see, like we did it. You fucking like we actually inject, some like cerebral tinkerings or sprinklings into what we do, but we kind of lure you in with like, oh, my pants look like this so that her pants can look like that type shit.
I don't think we've actually ever used those words together.
Yeah.
For me, maybe you agree or disagree. I think that for me, it's honesty. I don't think I pull any punches.
I would say not that. I would say humor.
Silly, goofy.
Retarded.
Retarded. Okay, let's move on.
No, not at all. Oh, real quick.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about the health stuff and the structured water thing. Okay, this is
H3O2.
This is going to get a little racial.
Okay.
Electrolytes and like ionically charged water, I think and like holistic health and like diet and like, there's a huge influence from like the Caribbean culture, whether it's like juice bars, whether it's like, truly understanding and appreciating the things that we put in our body. That's a huge part of like Rasta culture, Caribbean culture. Just like
Rastafari.
Bamba socks. So when he was talking about structured water, it kind of brought me back to at Def Jam, every artist except for Logic, they were black.
Well, he's half black.
Yeah.
Damn.
They would
Oh my
ask
God.
for-
You just pulled the thing we were talking about the other week. Well,
I look at him and I see half white. You look at him and you see half black.
I
What
look
does that say?
I look at him and I see a fucking white ass loser dweeb nerd.
Yeah, I just see a dude. They would always ask for the one brand of water that's like ionically charged.
They asked for Rasta Monster.
No, it's not that. So the structured water, I was like, oh, interesting. Like, what is H3O2? Like, what is this molecular structure that is not two parts of hydrogen to every one part of oxygen?
Is it cap? Is this like a real cap thing?
I haven't done my research yet.
Also,
I did a quick Google. I said, how to get structured water? Because like, I want to try this shit.
Yeah.
Some say that structured water can be found in natural sources like glacier melt and mountain springs. Others believe that regular water can be structured using a variety of methods, including vortexing.
Cool.
So you pour water over marbles in a funnl.
Oh, you don't throw a
And you create a
vortex
vortex
football
effect.
into a fucking pool?
Or like the Miller Lite Vortex bottles. No.
Pause.
No, the Vortex bottles, they already had the grooves built into the neck. You didn't even have to do that.
So-
you didn't have to swirl it.
I just decant some tap water to make it structured.
Yeah. You place in sunlight for at least 8 hours.
So it's hot.
8 hours to 3 days. You expose the water to ultraviolet or infrared light.
Oh my
you add minerals, chia seeds.
But mineral water exists.
Yeah. Charcoal filters,
Okay.
gemstone water bottle.
Charcoal water is white people have adopted that.
Yeah.
I see that shit.
Yeah.
Chic. It's goth.
Yeah.
It's hard. Black water. No, I mean, like, I cannot throw fucking stones for my position. But when he's describing it, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna look this stuff up later. It's nice that you're doing it now, so I don't have to. But I was like, this sounds crazy.
I mean, the vegan, like, he looks good.
No, eating like clean for sure. You know, I just think that some of the holistic stuff is goofball city.
Bullshit.
Yeah, and like, well, I just love that he goes, "Yeah, I don't drink water." And we're like, "What? No, Ferg, you gotta hydrate."
I drink structured water.
Yeah, that
I drink new water.
he's his charisma is awesome.
He's literally on a new level with water.
I'm on a new
Yeah. Hydroponically speaking, he's on a new level.
yeah. No, he's the fucking man. What a great time.
What do you think about his boots, bro? I told you.
I know. I was so wrong, dude. I just thought it was like, oh, well, he's getting dressed by Pharrell for the LV show. And last season, it was all Western shit. So, of course, he has cowboy boots. Those were sick. I love how he's doing ostrich. What a great exotic.
Yeah.
That's like, I feel like, because, everyone, speaking of hip hop, it's like gators, right? That's what you always hear about.
I was kind of worried he was going to fall off the table or like break the table when he was standing up there.
I hope I got his fucking levels right.
Oh, yeah.
What is Gator belts and patty melts and Monte Carlos and Eldorados? Shout out fucking Big Boy.
Fade up boots.
Yes.
Pimpsy Gucci suits.
Pimped out Gucci
Pimped
suits?
out Gucci suits.
No,
Got no ride, but I'm still fly. Got everything in my mama's name. Got a quarter ticket gas in the new E-Class.
Shout out to Big Timers. No, I just like that he was like doing like when you are in the South or when I'm in Texas, I see way more ostrich in terms of exotics than maybe because it's a more entry level.
I love I'm never going to get cowboy boots, but I was looking at the Tacova store when we were in Aspen with Hermes. And I was like, if I gotta go, I would go ostrich because like the feather holes.
The pores.
Yeah, the pores. Like that gives it such a sick structure.
Yeah. Snake skin is the best exotic, actually. Now I'm thinking about it because it just looks the best.
Yeah.
But ostrich, you can dye and just
or
like
gator.
Well, that's the thing I think about. And I guess you can dye snake skin too. But yeah, ostrich is so.
Why can't you dye ostrich?
No, you can. That is the whole. I think it's got to be porous because of the fucking feathers, right?
Right.
I don't know anything about what I'm talking about. I'm just saying that texturally, it is very, very interesting.
Yeah, absolutely. So do you think that cowboy boots, while they may have had like a Bushwick art home moment, do you think they're going to like infiltrate other subcultures?
I would just love to see more. You're right. The girlies, like if Golden Goose is selling fucking cowboy boots, that tells you everything you need to know. And I know this because I walked by and they had them in the window and I was like, not bad. But like how you feel about Fashion Killa.
Where's there a Canada Goose?
No, Golden Goose.
Golden Goose.
I walked by one. Why was I in during Pride? in the West Village. I think there was that tracks.
Right.
Yeah. No, I would love to see, you know me, I wear my cowboy boots. I wore them to our happy hour. I got a bunch of pairs. I think that, I think if you're on the fence, they're so easy to get vintage, and even they're not even that expensive. Like you can get you mentioned Tacova,
and there's so many
Tony Lama.
There's so much variety. There's so much variety and so many.
I love them.
They're all colors of the rainbow, all colors of the animals on Noah's Ark.
You wouldn't rock a pair?
Nah, at this point,
too much of not. That's not me.
A little too costumey for me. Yeah, I'm never like, you have the Texas connection through Jenna. I grew up in New York. I have Texan family. Or sorry, I have family in Texas. Jesus Christ. I have family in Texas, but I wouldn't. Yeah, I don't think.
But it's like an urban cowboy.
I have like some Cuban heels.
Yeah,
that's like cowboy boot cousin
for sure. And the ones that we both have, the OL Cuban heel is for sure like that Saint Laurent adjacent style of like, it's supposed to be a little rocker, but also a little Western. And
wait, no, I don't have. Do I have?
Yeah.
Well, I have Yucatan ones too.
There you go. That's like the southern kind of part of the brand.
I think Yucatan is kind of like Baja, Mexico.
Right, exactly. Baja. That's exactly what I'm trying to say. Yeah, for sure. Anyway, I think it's I would love to see more guys like you. If you have the 501s, like those fit over let's fit over the shaft. Pause. It's easy to just try to like work it in and see if it's you, and you can get them without spending crazy bread on exotics. Just saying.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good hanging with Ferg. It brought me back to, I've never told this story in the pod before, I don't believe, but so we talked about Yams and just the fucking legend, goat, god that he is.
Yeah.
When Yams died, the news reports were that it happened in Williamsburg, Brooklyn.
Okay.
And it kind of made me realize something, and I did never like really put two and two together, but I think I might have lived in the same building in Williamsburg as Yams.
How nice of a building was that?
It was like a new building. My rent wasn't crazy. It was like before Williamsburg is what it is now.
I remember that apartment.
It was like, it was like 2010 or something.
I think I maybe one time. But I know what you're talking. I know exactly what you're talking about.
2-bedroom, lived with my brother. Okay. So one day, it's about this time of year. It's like August, maybe like early September, New York.
Mm-hmm.
You were no longer at BPMW. I was now McNary's full-time publicist, but it being a small brand, it being a small company, you kind of wore a lot of hats, literally, and they had a lot of embroidered daisies on them. I was put in charge of producing Mark McNary's fashion show at New York Fashion Week, and this is when New York Fashion Week existed.
Yeah.
I had never been to a fashion show at this point, so I had no fucking idea what I was doing. Like literally, I was like, what do I do?
Yeah.
Steve Duell was so helpful as my boss and as like somebody instrumental to that company who's now at Depop in London. He was so, and like kind of like a mentor at that point. He was so helpful and he would like pitch in and help me a lot, but he never like, I think he was like, yo, this is like, I'm not going to attach myself to this because this is like a powder keg.
Oh, this is literally like this is a ticking time bomb. I cannot be near this in terms of my career.
We all pulled it off. Yeah. Eventually, everyone pitched in. We pulled it off. You were invited. You were sitting front row. It was like the best show of Fashion Week.
Travis Scott show?
Danny Brown and Kitty Pryde.
Oh, my God.
It was the first McNary fashion show, I believe.
Kitty Pryde.
Yeah.
We talked to Danny about this, right? Yeah. Didn't we?
Shut up. I'm in my room.
What happened to her?
I think she had like a music career and then, I don't know.
What an era.
Okay, so the amount of work that goes into like producing a fashion show when one, you kind of like are just doing it yourself. You don't have like a machine behind you doing it. Two, when you're fucking young, dumb, and full of cum. I mean, I was working like, 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. every night, whatever, fucking sob story. But I was just like drained. I literally, I think that week of 2 weeks of preparation took so much out of me that the girl I was dating at the time, we like broke up.
Wow.
It was just like, she's like, yeah, like what the, like, stop, like you suck.
Yeah, I don't want to date this guy.
This guy sucks. So one day I get home so fucking late. It's like 11 p.m. midnight. Been working all day. I'm like so fried. It's another, 14-hour day the next day. My elevator opens. I lived on the top floor. I think maybe second to top floor. Elevator opens and I just get hit with a fucking huge pungent smell of weed. I walk out and it's what I believe to be definitely Yams.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think also like Rocky, Ferg,
Nast,
12e, Bari, probably
Ills,
Jay Scott.
12e.
Yeah.
Jay Scott, RIP. Another one.
Yeah.
Bummer.
ASAP J West.
Lou,
Marty Balla.
yeah. Yo, what if Marty Baller so good?
Put him in the fucking zoo board, bro.
We don't do.
Okay, whatever.
Marty Baller.
Yeah, bro.
Oh,
He had a verse on a Ferg.
yeah.
He was Ferg's guy.
He was I think part of Ferg's entourage.
Yeah.
We met Marty Baller on Fashion Bro. He brought his the big unk, right? Is the guy that was here. Who's the guy he was with at the fashion show? His uncle, right? Who wears the cowboy boots and spider? Who was here?
Remember. His cousin Hunter?
No, his cousin's the Buddhist. He stayed.
Yeah.
And then his uncle,
Who was wearing the Hello Kitty fit.
yo, dude, his uncle's a beast, dude. His uncle
was fucking like,
it's huge.
I was like, is this security? He's like, no, this is my uncle, and he's wearing the Hello Kitty
He was
fit.
walking behind him. I don't know if you clocked that at the LV show. They were there
Okay,
together.
I didn't
I'm
recognize that.
pretty sure that's when he's like, my uncle wears cowboy boots. That's his uncle.
Got it.
His dad's brother.
Got it.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I kind of like, because I was so brain dead, because I was so fried, and because I was a little like starstruck and would just kind of like meek, I just like walked by them. But I could have been like, yo, Rocky, remember when I gave you clothes for free that you didn't wear? I'm working on that guy's fashion show.
Yeah.
Or just been like, oh my God, ASAP Yams, the fucking god.
And
The
Yams,
Godfather.
and Yams was also there. That was the meeting. The meeting that you and I took famously was with both Yams and Rocky.
Yes. Famously.
Well, we've talked about it a bunch.
In our world, famously, yeah, for sure. But anyway, so that was like a meeting the legends moment that I've like kind of am embarrassed that I just like very meekly just like, oh, sorry, elevator's free.
Right.
Type
pussied
shit.
out.
I pussied out. But I was also like, it didn't even register in my brain that it could have been. I was like, oh, a bunch of dudes were just like on the roof smoking.
Yeah.
It could have been, and I believe was like the entire mob just, and then again, when I don't have the exact details, I never like really looked that hard into it. But when it was like, Yams, OD'd at his home in Williamsburg, I'm like,
That could have
well,
been the
shit,
building.
like why else would he be in this building?
Yeah. Fuck,
Which apparently
dude.
now I think Action Bronson lives in that building.
Oh, really?
I believe so. Someone says that they see his car outside there all the time.
Yeah. The meeting we took at BPMW with Rocky and Yams, that Bar, friend of the show, Bar Brown facilitated, where we thought we were going to like basically like put McNary on like the coolest guy who is about to become in New York, about to become the coolest guy in America, and then by extension, coolest guy on the planet, which like actually came to fruition if you think about it, all music takes aside. And then he's like picking out all this stuff, and he was basically like, yeah, I'm just gonna give this to my boys. I'm not wearing any of this. This is not my swag. And then I remember I think we tried to offer them beers because we thought we're like, oh, like they're smokers. Like we tried to like offer them Heinekens and they like turned us down. Maybe Yams took a Heineken. I think
Yams took a Heine.
And then there was
And Rocky was like, no, I'm too pretty to drink beer.
yeah, something like that. And then we were like gassing Yams a bit about the Tumblr. And he's like, yeah, but you can't say the name because it's Real Neighbor Tumblr. And then the best moment too is Rocky. I just remember, I'll never forget this. He's like, yo, to me, he's like, yo, I know you, dude. I'm like, I wish, dude. He's like, no. He's like, yo, you were on Gossip Girl, right? I'm like, what? No, dude. I literally said, you're just thinking of another white guy.
I thought he was like, yo, you're that guy from that movie, right? And you're like, no.
well, he
Is that
definitely,
Gossip Girl?
yeah, he literally said Gossip Girl. He's like, yo, you're that guy from that TV show.
Yeah, I'm Penn Badgley. What up?
Yeah, right. I'm like, wait, are you saying that all white people look alike? Because I guess we do.
Yes, y'all do.
Damn,
It's
dude.
crazy. But yeah,
R.I.P. to Yams, the GOAT.
RIP to Yams. RIP to Rocky putting out good music.
Is Yams a better tweeter than Rocky is a rapper or a musical artist? Yams is the best tweeter, like maybe ever, pound for pound.
Absolutely.
Him and Drill, like,
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You're a Rocky fucking dunker, bro. You hate Rocky.
No,
You
I
hate
don't.
it.
No.
You like the early shit. Yes, he hasn't put out good music in a while, but I still appreciate him for the guy, like you said. And also like that early music is still so fucking good.
No, and that's the thing where I definitely think,
And it still holds up. And was so influential.
Can I just like read some Yams tweets that I just pulled up?
yeah.
All right. ASAP Yams. During this era, his Twitter display name was Huey P. Rican. Adopting 3 white babies and naming them Tyrese, Tank, and Genuine. Selfie with mailman for bringing me no bills today. It's a picture of him in the mail. It's a picture of him and his mailman. I got penalized in rehab because a bitch was about to commit suicide, and I said, "Oh, it's fucking lit."
That's a legendary one.
Classic, dude.
Yeah, that's classic.
Want to buy Chimpanzee 2 so I can dress it in little Adidas tracksuit, lols. All right, I'll just seen video of 7'16" balling on a Brawl Star. I'm about to inject steroids in my nuts to keep my baby. I'm about to inject steroids in my nuts. I need my baby to be guaranteed draft pick. Sorry, I butchered that. I can't read. Very depressed, writing in lowercase until I find happiness again, bruh. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
the best. You can just Google ASAP.
Absolutely. I mean, there's a book. There's a book of his tweets. Like, just buy that.
Really?
Yeah.
That was published, or it was like
Yeah.
sold as a zine?
I think it was like a, Urban Outfitters.
I hope it's
like it was next like fuck yeah, man, on the shelf.
I hope Mama Yams
Fuck
got
yeah,
some
Yams
royalties. Hope Mama Yams got more royalties than fucking me, dude. Shout out, yeah. They still do Yams Day?
I don't know. I think so.
I feel like so much stuff. This is a thing
in
that
2016, there's a book compiling Yams' best tweets. So
damn fire, dude.
Via the Trap Lord online shop.
Wow.
Was this on? Yeah.
Was Trap Lord that brand in London, right? Did that have anything to do with the mob?
No, but I think they were like
friends.
I think they're like friends and affiliated. Or sorry, not affiliated, but I think they're friends. Ferg had a brand that I think was also called Trap Lord, where we wore Hood Pope hockey jerseys.
Yeah, it was a collab with PacSun, which is what he was promoting when he came on.
Right.
It was
right.
We have it's on my Instagram. I don't know if you posted it, but it's us doing like the
Trap Lord.
Well, we're like praying because I think is there a rap squad involved?
That was like a rapper. That was like the Rap Squad era.
Yeah.
The
best era.
Right.
Things were so simple back then.
Things were so
just
easy.
Banger tweets and collabs with PacSun and good tunes.
Yeah. And
cloud rap.
And Scissor.
Yeah.
And Lean, bro.
Damn.
And just perk 30s. All right. This has been another episode of The Afters. What a fucking time with
what a week.
Close personal celebrity friend, ASAP Ferg.
You fucking know it. Dude, honestly, man, not to dig up skeletons out of the closet, but while he was here, we should have had him redo the OG intro and just start using Ferg. Is that like, I would ask because they'll just, if you ask someone with a mic in front of them to say something like within reason,
really,
they're gonna. I think
say the name of Yams' Tumblr.
Real